Fourth term, sir. We are going to discuss fourth term, that is equity, and at the same time we are going to discuss about capital. Now let us see what is meant by equity. Do you have any idea regarding equity, sir? I am not asking you equity share capital. I am asking you what is meant by equity. IPO. Okay, sir. Shares. Okay, good. And you? That is nothing but having rights over the assets of the company. Yes or no, sir? If you need to sell an asset, can a company sell directly, sir? No. There are few people available. They need to take permission from them. That is nothing but having rights over the asset of the company. Is nothing but what, sir? Equity. This equity can be divided into two parts. It is owner's equity and the other is liabilities. That means owner's equity. Next is outsiders liability. Sir, owner's equity, already you know, it is nothing but shareholder funds. Yes, sir, in detail we will be seeing in company accounts. Just I am talking about only the terms, sir, not more than that. Just a term I am discussing normal. What is meant by owner's equity, sir? Owner's equity, it is nothing but the share capital, preference share capital and the reserves. That means having right over the assets. That means the owner's equity will be called as shareholder funds. That is nothing but what, sir? Owner's equity. Next, outsiders liability. These two together is nothing but equity, sir. That means these two people having right over the assets of the company. If you need to sell a machinery, immediately debtors will be immediately debenture holder saying that this asset has been pledged on our names. We the people invested in this company in the form of debentures, where that asset has been mortgaged. So if you need to sell that asset, first you need to repay the amount for us. Example, you went for a loan for a bank. What the bank will be asking, sir? Land document in the form of mortgage. Without knowing the bank permission, you are going and calling your friend, I am going to sell my house. Can you sell your house, sir? Without you have been taken on that house loan, without repayment, can you sell that? Now who is having rights are there? The bank is having right over your property. Same manner, if you need to sell an asset of the company, you need to take the permission of outsiders liability. Regarding business transactions, that means appointment of auditor, any contracts to be entered, special contracts and all, you need to take the permissions of owners. That means equity. That means it is nothing but having rights over the property, over the assets of the company. Is nothing but what, sir? Equity. Understood clearly. Next, what is meant by capital? What is meant by capital? Capital. So far we have been seen. Here we have talked about the individual. Now we are same definition here also, but we talk about the monies or money's worth. That means a person who invests money or money's worth. We are giving preference here for what, sir? Money or money's worth. That is nothing but what, sir? Capital. That is nothing but what, sir? Capital. Yes or no? Now, can you define this one, sir? Capital. Can you define this capital, sir? How you are going to define this capital? The amount, whatever it is nothing but this capital introduced in the form of owner. It can be in the form of equity, in the form of preference share capital, in the form of whatever may be the case. It is nothing but what, sir? Capital. Now, why you are treating the person who invested in the amount as a separate person, sir? Why you are saying that you are not related for the existing business? because separate legal entity concept comes into existence. Because of that reason, he will be treated as separate. That means for this company, the person who invested the amount in the business, the amount which has been invested will be called as capital. The person who invested in the company will be regarded as a special creditor. That means one fine day, I will pay the amount. Who is saying, sir? Entity is saying you. Because of that reason only, I thrown this amount under the head liabilities. Liabilities means yet to pay. Liabilities means yet to pay. We are going to define in detail what is meant by liabilities also there. Liability side, why you are going to keep, sir? Yet to pay. Sir, owners of the company, yet to pay. How it happens, sir? One fine day, companies goes into winding up. ఆ రోజు పే చేయవా సార్ అమౌంట్? వాళ్ళు అడగారా సార్? ఎస్, దట్ డే దే లాస్ట్ ద మనీ. We invested in the money in the company. Mr. Company, you have the surplus amount. Company has been went into winding up stage, so pay our amount. Yes, because of that reason, we treated them as a special creditor and we keep for compared to this company, sir. We keep for to the company and he will be treated as a special creditor for the company. Everyone will be treated as a creditors, okay, but the owner will be treated as a special creditor for the company. Why? He is special, so he will be treated as a special creditor for the company. Yes, sir. Please write the notes. Next concept, sir. It is nothing but net worth. We are going to discuss net worth. We should know what is meant by net worth and we should know what is meant by drawings. Come on, sir. Now I am going to ask you a question. Net worth. What is meant by net worth?
The volume of the business which company has in the market.
The volume of business which company has in the market. Okay. Sir, it is simple, sir. Like this, if you are interested going to foreign countries to do your studies, immediately the visa people, what they are going to say, sir, bring the net worth certificate from your chartered accountant. Yes or no? That means, what is meant by that net worth certificate, sir? That means, whatever the properties you have, whatever the liabilities you have, please show and come to us, because by seeing your sound position, are you really capable to survive in the foreign country for study purpose? They say to bring a certificate, named it as net worth certificate. In that net worth certificate, what you are going to show, sir? What are the assets you are going to have? Yes or no? అంటే నీ దగ్గర ఎన్ని ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఉన్నాయో ఆ ప్రాపర్టీస్ you need to show. And at the same time, if you show that properties is enough, no, they even ask you, you need to pay the amount for outsiders. Yes or no? In the form of loans. If you have any loans in the bank, you need to show. Because by comparing this, your liabilities and assets, whether to process you for the foreign or not, we are going to decide you. That means, if the assets are more compared to liabilities, is nothing but what, sir? Net worth or net assets, sir. Excess of assets to liabilities is nothing but what, sir? Net assets are net worth. Now you understood? That means assets, whatever you have, should be more comparable to your liabilities. Then only we are going to call it as a net asset or net worth. That means net worth certificate is nothing but you should have more assets compared to your liabilities. Liabilities means yet to pay. I am not saying paid, I am saying yet to pay. Because of that reason only, even the equity also showed under the head liabilities. Liabilities means yet to pay. That means even for the business, one fine day for the owners need to be settled. Because of that reason, equity comes into existence under the head liabilities. Because of that reason, you understood what is meant by net worth or net assets. Both are same, sir. Don't get confused. Many of them think net assets is different from net worth. No, sir. Both are same. Excess of assets compared to liabilities is nothing but net worth or net assets. Now, what is meant by drawings?
Capital withdrawn by the owner.
Capital withdrawn by the owner. Okay, sir. See, regarding this transaction, sir, this is my business. It is my business. Can't I use the amount from the business, sir? Business nadi. But business says, I am separate and you are separate. So, whatever the amount you take from my account means business, I am a separate person. I am having separate entity. Because of that reason, you are different, I am different. Because I am operated by law. Yes, you may be invested the amount in me, but I am different and you are different. When I come to existence, I am different and you are different. So, if you take money in my business, means with me, if you take money with outsiders, they treat as a loan for you. But I am not going to treat it as a loan. That word I replace with a word, I will be replacing with drawings. If you use any amount in my account, that means with me, if you take any amount, I treat it as a drawings. That means for your personal purpose, if you take money or money's worth, if you take money, you are interested. That means what, sir? For your family, I already said, for your family only, because business I am a person different. For your family, Mr. Owner, for your family, you took, if you are interested in 10,000 to spend for your family, you took 10,000 rupees in my account. As a business, I am talking you as you took for your personal purpose 10,000 rupees. Yes, sir, no? I take it as a drawings. But now I am doing business, TV business I am doing. For your personal purpose, you took one Sony plasma to your home. Still, I treat it as a drawings only. You should not say, I am same and you are same. Because once law is having on me coordination, I need to answer law. Because of that reason, what I do, sir, in my books, I write it as a drawings. That means these drawings are nothing but personal usage of a owner. The person who vested the amount into the business. He is taking the amount from the business in the form of money or in the form of goods. That is nothing but money's worth. The amount which you utilize or the goods which you utilize, I treat it as a drawings. Then immediately the owner sign. That means you are saying outsider for me. Okay, I accept. Write it as a drawings. That means, are you going to charge interest on me? Yes. You are an outsider. Why don't I charge the interest on you? Yes. I will charge the interest. For you it is expense. For me it is income. Yes or no? If I give the same amount to our other fellow, I am going to get interest or not? He is same and you are same for me. So, I write it drawings. Whatever the amount you take, I treat it as a income in my books by charging you the interest. For you it may be expense, for me income. Okay, so I will not pay you. What you want to do, you do. Oh, you are doing like that, huh? You are having capital, no? You are having capital. That means under the liabilities, balance sheet, you are going to say capital. From that I will deduct. What, sir? From that I will deduct that amount. That means you are having capital. If you pay, okay, good. If you don't pay, I will do less drawings, whatever the amount you took. With interest, I will do. This is nothing but net amount or capital what you have. Over? Finished? This is nothing but what, sir? Net worth and at the same time drawings. Come on, right, sir.